Hello everyone, Katarina here. Welcome to my YouTube channel and blog. Today I will be showing you how I made this card. I was recently inspired by other card makers who were making their own backgrounds using their single stamp images instead of big background stamps. Just because I think it's super easy and quick to make, as you don't need to do any additional coloring, yet it is very beautiful and fun to make. I used the stamp set from Clearly Besotted called Sunburst. I had this stamp set for a very long time, I think over a year, and only used it once on my Easter cards that I made last year. And when I decided to try to create some backgrounds with solid stamps, this stamp set popped into my mind. Sadly, it's no longer available, but you can use any stamp set you have in your stash. I will be using the mini inks from MFT, just using colors I had in my stash, as well as Memento Tuxedo Black ink. I was originally going to use the Mini Misty stamping tool for the stamping, just because I'm rather bad at it, but then decided to use the acrylic blocks instead, as the inking of the stamps was much easier. This is very easy card to make, so I will play some music to show you the complete stamping process and be back in a bit. So the stamping went quite well. The biggest problem for me is which colors to use, and in this case managed to stamp in the middle of the circle. I also like to cut off a few millimeters from the sides of the panel to make it slightly smaller than the card base. I find it easier when adhering the panel to the card base. I really like to use some stitch dies to bring a little bit more interest to the corners, but didn't want to use the Simon Says Stamp rectangle dies because I just use them way too often. So I picked up these stitch border dies from Lawn Fawn and ran one of them through my die cutting machine. But I did this off camera. For the sentiment, I will be using the word Celebrate from the same stamp set as the background stamps, which I will be stamping on a black cardstock using Versamark ink and heat embossing it using a white embossing powder. Then I adhered the stamped panel directly onto the card base and attached the sentiment onto the side of the card using a foam tape. I also cut a fishtail on one of the side of the banner with the sentiment. So here is the finished card. I really like how it turned out. I hope you liked it as well. As always, I will have the supplies listed in the description below this video, as well as over on my blog. On my blog, for most of the products, I will also add the links to the shops where you can buy them. If you did like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for future videos. You can also follow me on Facebook, Instagram and Pinterest, or over on my blog. All the links to my social media channels I included in the description below. Just click on show more to see all the details. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!